Today we're finally giving my 50cc Derbi Senda a massive power upgrade. We're going to change the cylinder from 50cc to 80cc and hopefully gain an extra 15 horsepower. In this video we're going to rebuild the entire engine and I'm also going to show you how I did it. To do this we need to take out the engine and we are beginning with the exhaust. Next up we need to remove the coolant and we are doing it from this hose that is connected to the radiator. Let's remove the 3 bolts that are supporting the engine. This axle is holding the engine and the subframe to the mainframe of the bike. As I was removing the engine from the frame, I realized that I forgot to take out the automatic oil mixture from the engine. And it made a complete mess everywhere. The second thing I forgot to do was to disconnect the cables from the CDI connecting to the stator.
I think I really messed up this time, guys. No.
Maybe doing this inside of my office was not the best idea, but luckily my cardboard boxes saved the floor. It is time to split this engine to put in the new crankshaft. I have done this one time before on my old 125cc, so this should not be too hard. Let's begin by disassembling the cylinder. The cylinder head is stuck on the cylinder, so we're using a hammer to gently nudge it off. Let's take a closer look at my stock piston. I think it was really about time for a new piston because this does not look good at all.
Oh my god.
But I think I might know why it looks like this. To remove the flywheel, we're going to use this method right here. The problem right now is that when I'm trying to unscrew the bolt on the flywheel itself and the crankshaft are rotating. By using 2 planks and a metal rod through the piston, we can unscrew the bolt on the flywheel without the crankshaft rotating. This is something that I don't recommend, but since we're installing a brand new crankshaft and piston, we're gonna do it anyways. Next up, we're gonna remove the flywheel. To do this, we need a special tool that can come under the flywheel and press it out. Next step is just to tighten it and hopefully the flywheel is gonna pop out.
Whoa.
This piece right here is the stator. It is what is giving your bike power when you're riding. When the crankshaft is rotating on the bike, the flywheel is rotating with it. And since the flywheel is magnetic and you got copper coils on the stator, it generates electricity. Before we can split the engine, we need to disassemble the clutch side. And since we're changing to 80cc, we're gonna mix oil in the tank ourselves, meaning that we don't need automatic oil mixture. Same method as before. Next up, we need to disassemble the clutch. To unscrew the nut on the clutch hub, we need an impact wrench. And since I don't have one, we're driving over to my friend's house to get one. The impact wrench that I borrowed from my friend was too weak to get the nut off the primary gear, so we are driving once more to get a new impact wrench.
Yes!
My old extractor for the stator was too big to get the primary gear off, so we are driving to get a brand new one. Here is my old extractor next to the new one. Hopefully this one will work. It did not work. We are back in the car and this time we're driving to my local mechanic shop to see if they can get it off. Now the people at MC-shoppen are not allowed to tune customers' bikes, so I told them that I was doing some styling parts inside of the engine.
Oh yeah.
It is time to finally split this engine. Next step is to remove the crank. The crank is now removed. We're also going to change out the main bearings on this engine. To do this, we are heating up the engine cover and then using a socket to hammer out the main bearings. Same thing when we're installing the new main bearings. We're heating up the engine case and then you're simply hammering the new main bearing. I have prepared the new crankshaft by putting it in the freezer. The reason why I did it is because the metal in the crankshaft is going to shrink and hopefully it's going to slide into the main bearings easier. It did not slide easy into the main bearings. So instead of using a hammer and hoping for the best, we are taking my bicycle down to my local mechanic shop once more. And those clouds were pretty dark and luckily it did not start to rain. And that right there is my jacket. What is going on with the newer two-stroke mopeds? I'm guessing it's for the emission loss, but I don't know, man. No, I did not know that Radio made 300cc two-stroke enduro bikes. Maybe I should buy one of these. I don't know. We got the new crankshaft in the engine and the sun is shining, so let's head home and finish this build. To check if the kick axle works, we're putting on the kickstarter to see if the gear goes up when we're kicking and goes down when we're not kicking. We're also putting on stiffer clutch springs to handle all that new power. Let's put on the stator and the flywheel. Getting the timing right is crucial, otherwise the spark plug will not spark when the piston is at the top of the cylinder. We are also upgrading the reeds. Here is a 50cc piston compared to a 80cc piston. This arrow should point towards the exhaust port. I don't think this is right, guys. There's always something. It is important to lube everything up with two-stroke oil so the piston don't seize the first thing we do. It is time to put back the engine in the bike and finish this build. The hardest part is getting this axle through the swing arm, engine and the main frame of the bike. For this 80cc cylinder we got a brand new 21mm carburetor. We are beginning with a size 90 main jet and then we're hopefully working our way downwards. When you're giving throttle, this thing on the carburetor opens up and sucks fuel and air into the cylinder. Okay, it is time to attempt to start this bike. I do not think that this bike is going to start, but we have to try it. At the moment we got a coolant leakage up at the cylinder, so that is not good, but I'm gonna try to fix it later. So let's just hope for the best, because I've spent so much time on this engine. I'm nervous, man. So many hours into this bike. Let's see. What was that sound? It might take a while. What can the issue be? Well, we are not kickstarting this bike at least, so we're gonna try to bump start it. Maybe I should need to turn on something here. I'm not sure if it's getting any fuel. Okay, let's try and bump start it, see if it goes better. Oh, the stator is not moving. This is not a good sign, man. Oh man. So now I'm in gear. What the hell? I'm in gear right now. No. And it's starting to rain. The gearbox does not work, guys. It's over. Yeah, the gearbox does not work. Look. Oh no. Fucking hell. I'm in gear right now. What the fuck? After a lot of thinking over my life decisions, I realized that it was not the gearbox that was the issue. It was that my clutch was on all the time. So we're driving home to get a tool to fix it.
Okay, let's try this again. Well, sounded okay, I don't know. Let's try it one more time. Nope.
The bike did still not want to start, so now it's time to see what the issue could be. The first thing I did was to check if the bike got any fuel, and it did not only get fuel, but the engine was flooded with fuel, so that means that the ignition might be wrong. The first thing we are testing is to buy a brand new spark plug, because my old spark plug is super bad and it's not meant for this cylinder.
Alright, so we got the brand new spark plug inside and we're gonna try to start it once more. I also realized that my choke was on all the time, so we have fixed that as well, so hopefully this bike will start now. And it's starting to rain. Okay, let's try and do this. If it does not start now, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna bump start it in second gear. We're getting no spark. What? Is the ignition on? Yeah, it's on. What the hell, man? Okay, let's try it one more time. We got 0 spark, man. What the hell? Okay, let's take a look here. I mean, everything seems to be in order. I don't know why it won't start. This is not looking good, guys. No ignition whatsoever.
The next thing I did was to take out the spark plug and put it against the frame and kick the bike, and I did get spark. This leaves us to one thing left. Remember earlier when I put on my flywheel, not only do you need to time the stator bracket, but you also need to time the flywheel, and this I did not do. So that is the final thing that we are going to test in this video. The stator and the stator bracket is timed right. However, I did forget to put this little piece on the crankshaft that is going to align the flywheel with the crankshaft. It is crazy to think that this little piece right here is the reason why the bike won't start. The piece is now on, so let's try and start the bike.
Okay, so now we have fixed every possible thing that I could think of why this bike is not starting. We got a brand new spark plug, we fixed the stator timing and the carburetor as well, so I really hope this bike is gonna start now. Before we try and start the bike, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, Newsed Bike Parts. If you want any used or new bike parts for your bike, you can check them out in the description down below. I have also gotten a lot of questions on where I bought my racer, and I got mine from Newsed Bike Parts. But now let's try and start this bike. Oh my god, the amount of cortisol spikes I've gotten from this project is insane, but let's just hope that it's gonna start now. Oh my god, first kick! First kick! It was just that. That is actually crazy. First kick! Yes! She runs! Oh, I could not be more happy right now. This is insane. It was just the stator. And that's it. And I guessed the oil mixture right now, so it might be a little bit too rich, but yeah, she runs, finally. In the next video, we're going to do the first ride on this 80cc Derbi Senda and test out the power. It is raining at the moment, as you can see, so we won't be able to do it in this video. But comment down below if you want to see more videos like this, because even though this has been a so stressful project, it has been crazy fun to do this. I also want to mention that we got new merch in stock, so if you want to support my content and make me be able to do more builds like this, you can check the merch out in the description down below. But with this said, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.